welcome to my handle. Come on in. I'm going to give you some messages for the end of August into September of 2026. Come on in. Yeah. If you have Aries in your chart anywhere, there should be a message in here somewhere for you. Right? Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit. Just don't force it. All right, let's open this up. Very nice. Spirit guides, universe, angels, ancestors, possible friends who have passed over, the higher galactic beings that are overseeing this act of divination, after all, and the ascended masters. Please come in today and help guide and give us messages for people's best and highest good in a way that we can all understand. Please and thank you. Show me what I need to see. All right, Aries, my fire kickers, what's going on with you guys? It's good to be back. I hope everyone is doing well out there. And I know I have a friend of mine that tells me, don't forget to say, like, share, and subscribe, because I absolutely am tired of watching videos and they say it all the time. But when I don't say it, I notice it makes a difference. So there, I said it. Do the things. Compassionate detachment and consciousness neutrality, right? Not taking on their energy. You can you care from a distance, right? You're not taking on their energy though, and you're staying very neutral and grounded. That's what that is. Something about that. I like it. I like it. And I generalize my readings to the North Noders. So that's a very good way to be, right? You know, you don't take on their energies, you have your own. Why do you want to take on theirs too? Something's a trap. All right, this is in your present, Aries. Now it's already recently happened, or it could. So discernment, absolutely. I always tell my collectives to question everything, right? Use your intuition. What do you feel? You know? You might already know it's a trap. For some of you that you might know. Friend or foe? Yeah, you don't know if you trust this person. Probably not. It's a trap. They're coming off real nice, like Mr. Nice Guy or Miss Sweetheart, but I feel like there's an agenda, right? So there's an agenda here. So stay grounded, stay neutral. Okay. Stirring the pot. Is that you stirring the pot with your compassionate detachment and consciousness neutrality? Somebody did. Somebody stirred the pot. It could be them, friend or foe. You know? You know not to trust this person already, I feel. A few more here. Yeah. Show me what I need to see for Aries. Yeah, my readings are timeless. So no matter when you watch them, if they make sense to you, then please take it with you. And if not, you can go watch your other placements or whatever and get a bigger and broader picture about it. Optimistic, Something's a trap. Trying to stay optimistic here. Okay. Hmm. Cloaked in love and light. Yeah, hi everybody. Acting like they give a shit. Hmm. It's a trap. Friend or foe? Yeah, I would say foe. We need some more. Staying optimistic through this, though. Somebody's stirring the pot, or just did. Somebody just tick you off, or you them. Bully, yeah. Bully. Stirring the pot. Why, they need attention. Hi, everybody. Show me what I need to see. Freemason, Eastern Star. Oh boy, we're going to get into it. Something's a trap. This person's dark, warlock, or witch. Cloaked in love and light. Okay. Trying to stay. Now that's like 33 degree, that's so they do things behind the scenes. These people could be Luciferians. Something's a trap. Third eye, higher consciousness neutrality, and compassionate detachment, right? Stay grounded, I feel like some of them may be trying to attack your third eye, even. So be mindful of that. Wear your evil eye necklaces and, wear your protection. Obsidian is good because it absorbs it, right? There's also tourmaline. Tourmaline, I don't believe it absorbs it, but I forget what tourmaline does. I'm having a brain thing here. Spell work, yeah. Bully stirring the pot. Somebody is. There's spell work going on, Aries. This Freemason, Eastern Star, Luciferian. Could we be talking about something like, I don't know if it's a business or a corporation? Swamp. We need to clean the swamp. I feel like they're creating it. They want you in a swamp. Staying optimistic. Something's a trap. Yeah. There's spell work. You're getting attacked by spell work. A lot of you need to wear some protection. Get that obsidian on. Wear it on your person. Put it in your bra. Put it in your pocket. I don't care if it's in your boot. Salt, right? Some of you may want to burn some Palo Santo, sweetgrass, or sweetgrass, Palo Santo, or cedar. Enchanted, yeah, spell work. There's a spell. They're casting spells on you, cloaked in love and light, acting like they love you and they care. They could be gaslighting you all at the same time as scapegoating you and love bombing you, right? I think we're talking about a full-blown narcissist here. This person's a big fat bully. I don't care, male or female. Epiphany, realizations, unanswered questions, and untapped talents. You might be coming into something, coming into an idea. I think they are actually possibilities. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, and believe in yourself. Absolutely. First and foremost. Mm-hmm. Staying optimistic. Psychopath, see? Yeah. Abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. Spell work, bully, yeah. Big time. Wow. Paranoid, cautious, insecure, guarded. Yeah. Protect yourself. I don't like the paranoia thing. I'm hoping, I mean, it goes with the psychopath kind of thing, actually. I'm, I just hope it's not you being paranoid, but if you know that there's things in your life that are not working out for a damn reason, like everything, I don't care if it has to do with your car, paperwork, work itself, the walk to the store, I don't care if it's spell work, if it's like that, consequences, bad choices, gains, or mixed signals. I think that they're the ones that yeah, the bad choice, consequences everywhere, you know. Delay, procrastination, too busy, time. Yeah, time's ticking. The spell work, what's done is done. I just heard the psychopath, what's done is done. Okay. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Yeah, consequences, they absolutely don't respect you because that's a number one for a trait kind of a thing, right? Make your boundaries. Maybe you do have another partner, right? And they're like holding you and supporting you. Suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams, swamp, enchanted. Is this an X? I'm not sure. Nurturing mentorship on the bottom. Hmm. What else? See, whatever energy that someone is in, whether it's you, me, this person, that person, whatever energy that they're in usually reflects how they feel about themselves, what they're going through, right? So I feel like this person's, I feel like I feel like they actually are suffering because really they're the most evil, the most destructive, the most is the ones that usually have the most fears and trauma and or something, you know. Still involved with the past, cheating, possible secret affections. They're looking for attention, stirring the pot, something about that. But I do feel like some of you have moved on. Is this an ex, like an ex partner, somebody, a mother or father, you're sharing kids, or it takes two. Someone's not compatible or committed, or you could be conflicted. There's a couple. There is a couple, but there's a lot of Aries scenarios. So where you are in the story, place it. Adrift, not willing to settle down or be responsible. Time to commit and put down roots. Yeah, somebody's not. I'll tell you right now, psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists, the whole shebang of them, they will never take accountability. They will never be, you can't trust this person. They do love bomb you and act like your friend. They have that nice smile when they look at you, right? But there's like, I don't like that psychopath staring at me there. Somebody needs to take responsible. Unpredictable, never knowing what they're going to do, unreliable, live wire. Yeah, you can't trust this person. They're like a time bomb, maybe. Hi, everybody. Wow, I can't even really see those. It's too far for me. My eyes are not that good. Bottled up. Yeah, we got to get it out. Many unexpressed emotions, time bomb, and holding back. See, live wire, time bomb, bottled up. Somebody feels like they're going to explode. This could be a tower coming. I'm doing this during the eclipse here today. So it could, be bringing in something. All right. Well, being optimistic through this. Bullish spellwork, swamp, enchanted. They're trying to trap you, by keeping these games going, keeping the chaos or the confusion or the whatever. I feel like a lot of this is very petty, but they do things. Some of these people do things behind the scenes, do rituals, do sacrificing. These psychopaths here, you know, cloaked in love and light, if they know that you use your third eye or your consciousness, or if they don't like that. So I feel some of you could be being watched by some of these people. I kind of want to say that they're the ones that are paranoid now. But I'm not sure how that's going to fit with you, because I'm not sure that you're all paranoid. But if you have been experiencing this spell work type vibe and everything going wrong and, just hardships and, one thing after, then it more than likely is. And you may want to do a cord cutting so that all of their energy goes right back, and just cut that fucking cord and mean it, Five of Cups. It's very disappointing. Very sad. I feel like this person ultimately is the disappointed one, because you have moved on. So they're very jealous. I feel like they really want attention. A lot of these people do. King of Cups down, emotional outbursts, being unhappy, they're just very unempathetic, not someone's miserable. I just heard misery. So someone could be miserable right now, suffering in silence. Queen of Cups down. King and Queen both down. Wow. There's a lot of hate here, and there is no empathy whatsoever. Wow. This is like so hateful. Sorry, there's dirt bikes all over the place outside. Yeah. Somebody could be feeling very blocked. This could be a divine union, or it's an ex, or something. Three of Pentacles. Hanged Man. Yeah. There's a lot of hate here. There's a lot of sacrificial, that's time's ticking. This one here, wow. I feel like some of you you should be very vigilant these times right now, especially with this eclipse, and people's mental illnesses at an all-time high around the globe. Be very vigilant. Wear protection, if you have mace or gun. You know, I'm going to say it. I'm not calling it a pew pew. They can say it on other programs on YouTube. Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning here. There was from the disappointment, right? Something about that. There was like a lot of fire. You are fire. You are the Ace of Wands here, right? Actually, now that I think of it, Ten of Pentacles, yeah, has to do with the family, right? Legacy, maybe, right? King of Cups down. It takes two. Could be like a father or a grandfather or something around the home. Somebody has some coin here. Somebody has some coin. Okay. Yeah, there's teamwork here. That's the hope, fear, challenge, and homework. But you don't. They're so unpredictable, and they're like a live wire and cause all this turmoil and chaos and whatever it might be. I feel like the anger and this person's a bully. They're just mean-spirited, cold, very cold. They don't care. They're fucked up, man. They're a fucking psychopath. I'm sorry that you could be suffering in silence here. It's not good. Let it out. It's not healthy. I'm so sick of these fucking energies on this planet. It is just unbelievable. I can't wait till this is all cleared up. Like, what are we going to read about as readers? Oh, yeah, they don't want to reflect. Page of Cups reversed, dead center in the reading. Queen of Cups reversed right over this. No, they don't want to. I don't know if they have. If you do have kids, or some kids are involved here somehow, I feel like the neglect, the lack of love, the lack of support, pages. This one's turned down. Like they don't even want to take it. They just want to be free. Maybe you want to be free, but family. So is this like somebody trying to get out of the responsibility of being a dad? Or being an adult? Or having integrity? Two of Cups. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework is a union that we can work with. Some sort of union we can work with. Maybe we're talking reunion for some of you. Ten of Cups down. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups down, yeah. Whatever this is, it's a very off balance at home somehow. It's very, it's not, they're causing it. They want the attention. That's what it is. They're jealous. You've moved on. They're bottling it up. The psychopath. Time's ticking. They keep delaying something. Maybe they don't want, they're putting it off, putting something off. Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity here. Look, we got Ace of Wands right over it. Two aces right away out of that disappointment. Took the opportunity and ran. Somebody did. In the past. Well, that's what we wanted to. I don't know. Seven of Swords. Yeah, the toxic BS. Damn. Very sneaky. Very cold, calculating. Freemason, Eastern Star, psychopath energy here. Wow. They're sacrificing something or someone. They don't care. I'm surprised the devil energy. It doesn't have to anyway, because it's obviously the devil energy with the Freemason and Eastern Star and psychopath card. but dealing with this and balancing it for the next few weeks, because this is crowning you for the next few weeks, dealing with something, you're trying to get them to reflect or give a shit, or you're wishing they would. I'm sorry, damn, these people. Ay, what else? King of Wands, taking charge. This person could be a father, an authoritative figure of some sort, at the very least of it, right? Taking charge, hope, fear, challenge, and homework is bossing up and taking responsibility. But you can't depend on them, right? It's like they're just totally aloof. They don't even care. They're not even like thinking about it. And you're like bottled up and you're like, what the fuck? Four of Pentacles down, trying to let it go, trying to get over it. Maybe you don't care about the money. You just want to get out of there and be free. You know? You're hanging. You know? Have you been, if they're honestly this kind of a person, then that tells me that this person may not be such a good father or authoritative figure because of, the morals and ethics that, aren't really there with the bully and stirring the pot and all the spell work. And you can't trust me. I mean, I'm just feeling like, fuck them. Let them go. Why do they have to be there? If they don't want to take responsibility of a child, then fuck them. Right? I went through that. I was the child. I was that person out of the family. The black sheep. The scapegoated, gaslit one. It's not easy. Six Pentacles down. You have to make boundaries and not put into it anymore. There has to be, that's how you break these curses and hexes and spell work and whatever the fuck. Where are we here? Here. Show me. Oops. Yeah. All right. Let's get some clarity and validation here and more tea, right? Let's play tarot. What about this, Spirit? Where are we going with this? I feel like we've been going through this, round and round. Now it's like, I feel like you just need to take care of business. Lay the law down or something. 10 of Pentacles down. We got one up, one down. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, this is a broken family dynamic because of all the BS. I'll just throw it out there. It's very sad and disappointing. And that's what caused this, this beginning here. Because, or something. All you want is respect. Well, psychopaths don't respect themselves. So there's that. And we got to remember that. And that's unfortunate. But this is the world we live in. 2026. This is the world we live in. These people run our world. Psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists. Right? You got to be real. Oh, yeah. 5 of Swords with the 8 of Chalices. Very cutthroat. Very cruel. Very hateful. Very cold. It's just kind of validating that again, Yeah, they don't want to deal with it. I feel like you may, you absolutely hate it, but maybe it's better off. Let them go. I wouldn't want somebody that irresponsible or that cruel or vindictive or cunning around my kids. Anyway, show me what I need to see. Maybe you don't want to deal with them and you're walking away from them after all. I don't know. Another ace. There's the truth. This is about fate, karma, and destiny, this truth. Some of these truths are hard. Three of Pentacles. They need to work on things. That's a sharp, double-edged sword, you know? And when you look at this Five of Swords, he's holding a sword that's double-edged. And this is the cruelty, the brutality, there could have been possible, like, you know, look at all the political ads that are out, right? And they're all bashing each other, you know? This person's abusive, that person, they're all fucking abusive. All of them are fucking, I don't care what, you know, I'm very anti-politics anymore, you know, especially after all the Epstein files and shit. That sealed the door for me, you know? All of them. I don't care. And all the doctors and attorneys and sharks that surround them, you know? And we can't let the Epstein files go away because I still have yet to see any accountability from these fucking psychopaths that are running the damn world. Freemasons, Eastern stars, rituals, sacrifices, abuse. Oh my. This eclipse is big. It is all coming out with the age of Aquarius, you know, with the information. So we got to keep this information in the light. Nine of Wands down. Yeah, bottled up. You want to free yourself. You may be freeing yourself from the sacrificial energy after all. Somebody is. Seven of Pentacles down. Yeah. Bad investment in the past. You took a new beginning. Yep. There's the sun. There's clarity. There's illumination. There's, you know, everything's out. Nothing's hiding, right? Although it is a very good card for you. But here I feel, you know, you're good. You're safe. You're secure. You're healing. You're growing. You need to concentrate on that, I think, if you do decide finally when you do, fingers crossed, of making those boundaries and not dealing with them anymore, right? But your spirit guides are there, your angels and ancestors are there. I see this hawk, you know. King of Pentacles, yeah. With Page of Cups down, adrift. This person's very selfish and greedy. Yeah, there's money on the table. I got King of Pentacles and I got 10 of Pentacles. Somebody's got some coin out there. They want to go play. Spend the money and play. Another Ace of Pentacles. Ding, 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 ding. There's an opportunity here. The truth is here. You might be meeting up with them in the next couple weeks or something. Maybe as like the kids exchanging vehicles, you know, like mom is dropping them off to dad, or I don't know, something. Well, that's what we're hoping for, or there is an opportunity. The truth is here. Ten of Chalices again. Ding, 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 ding. It's about the happy home. Somebody's going to be freeing themselves. Nine of Wands reversed. I love it. Freeing themselves from this arrogant. Something's a trap, though. So, you know, feel like you feel trapped in this situation. The Star. There's always hope. Always hope. There's manifestations, there's healing. There's alchemy. I love that card. Oops. Yeah, the horned one. Power can, you know. We got Seven of Swords and the Horned God, which is like the Emperor in this deck. Yeah. Power hungry much? Force, control, gaslighting. You know. Ruling with an iron fist, maybe. I'm getting it. I don't have all those cards, but I'm getting it for some of you. Yep, it's over. There's the Death card. There's Scorpio Death card for me. I feel. Who is this person? Wow, I can't read all that. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Soon, hopefully, I'll be able to set up my computer again so I can actually see you guys and see the messages. But yeah, very transforming. I feel like it's a hard vibe, you know, heavy. Like you've been under this heavy transformative vibe. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Show me. Whoops, whoops. Hold on. Ace of Wands. Ding, 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 ding. This one's reversed. Yep. No drive, no passion. We have four ace. All right, we got Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace Pentacles, Ace Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles down. And on the bottom, Six of Pentacles down. Yeah, you don't want to deal with this anymore. I feel like it's, you know, it's very aloof, very, you know, like they don't want to take, then you're, you know, maybe you're going to be freeing yourself. Are you going to be the hero of your own story? You know? Knight of Pentacles down, Four of Cups. You know, you don't, excuse me, you know, you don't trust this person, right? And I feel like you just, you know, they're too slow. Anyway, they're not bossing up. You know, they're not getting the message. I feel like you're, you know, I feel because the Ten of Chalices is just right over it. You're freeing yourself to be happy. And really, ultimately, I feel that's what's needed. You know, so good. Kudos. Pat on the back. If that's the case, make those boundaries. Make them strong. Don't give in. Let them go. I don't care how hard it is. This person is an energy vampire. They're evil. Freemason, Eastern Star. They're not okay. Ten of Swords. They ruined it. It's about ruin. Rock bottom. Look at how many times that poor fucking animal was stabbed. For God's sakes, it was probably dead the first time. But no, they had to keep doing it and 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 doing it. What the fuck? They ruined it. It was like overkill. Staying optimistic through this. Yeah. These people are a bitch. Let me tell you. I've dealt with this kind of energy. I'm an abuse survivor from a very demonic, narcissistic energy. And I dealt with it over 50 years of my life before I finally said, no more. You need to respect me. You need to, and I honestly, they just act like I don't exist anyway. They, you know, so why bother, you know? And in the meantime, I've healed. I've come a long way. It's been many years. I don't even know how many years now. If I can do it, you can do it. That's for damn sure. Ace of Cups. There's the other ace, but now we have like 6 aces total. A lot of beginnings here. You know? Nine of Coins reversed. Seven of Swords again. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, somebody has a lot of money. They're not giving in. They're very greedy and somebody else is having it tough. Like it could be literal, poverty and hardships, you know. Filling your own cup right now. You could be in love with somebody with this new, for some of you that have moved on, right? But I feel like, making yourself comfortable, whoever needed to hear that, and nurtured, right? All right. Yeah, Seven of Swords, very sneaky. Oh, let me look at this card. This guy's acting like he's stabbing himself, but he doesn't look like he's in pain. So is he lying about him being hurt? Or she? Or are they, like, what is that? I never noticed that before on that card. Oh, and look, the full moon with the eclipse. What is it? A new moon eclipse or some shit. But yeah, that moon is sticking out to me. Just so happens to be, it's probably over by now. I was filming like during it, I think, today. Yeah. Page of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're freeing yourself. You don't want to deal with it anymore. You want to stop this. You want to stop the bozos bus. Whatever. Stop bozos bus. If you want to stop bozos bus. I used to know this person that used to say, we're all just bozos on this bus. So maybe it had something to I don't know where that came from, but Ace of Swords again. Ding, 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 ding. I think we have like 7 flipping aces on the table now. There's that ruthless, cold, calculated, no empathy King of Swords, dead center on the reading. 3 of Cups down. The Mad Hatter's tea party's fucking over. Party's over. Filling your own cup. Takes 2. You're dealing with you, boo. I like it. I feel like a lot of you are going to be freeing yourselves from this finally. If you need a cord cutting, you can contact me. I don't usually say that, but I can start doing that. I can start helping you or teach you what it's about, or you can look it up. There's a zillion videos, and it very well could be the trick to breaking this shit, this curse, the spell work, the hexes, yeah. Truth is here. It's tough. It's a biggie. Again, very sharp edged on both sides. Where am I? Empress again. Ding, 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 ding. Didn't I have Empress? Maybe not. King of Swords. Wait, where was I? Right here. Oops. Yeah, they're getting 2. They're getting all over the place. Takes 2. Yeah, you're birthing a new idea or something creative. Some of you might be pregnant. I do have the Ace of Cups out here as well. If you are, congratulations. But on the other hand, it's very metaphorical for something. You're birthing something new. And with all these aces, I'm loving it. This is a really, really hard reading for that dark Freemason Eastern Star Cycle fucking path energy that's doing all this black magic on you and your family. You need to get away from them. Oops, that needs to go here. That needs to go there. So yeah, not dealing with it, not working with it. 3 of Pentacles down. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Not dealing with it anymore. Right? You're taking the opportunity. Ace of Pentacles is right under it with this toxicity BS. You know, this person's greedy. Look at four of coins here. They're holding on so fucking tight. I feel like they can't breathe, some of them. You know, it's mine, it's mine, it's all mine. Well, you know, whatever, then keep it, shove it up your butt, and sayonara, see you later, because this is very, 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 very unhealthy to continue. And that is the whole hard truth, I feel. You know, manifestations, new beginnings, Empress with the star. Beautiful combo. Beautiful combo, Aries. I don't care if you're a guy. That is a beautiful combo. It hurts, but it's like a must happen. Okay. Wow. Show me what I need to see. Can't see. The Fool. There is innocence. Yeah, party's over. You're filling your own cup. You're on a new journey, dude. Excuse me. I like it. Or sister, brother, bro. Somebody's going on a new journey. Yeah, taking a chance, risking it all. Good for you. It's over with this death card. I feel like things have been over, but the transformative energies is, you know, you feel like the battled warrior. Look at this guy. He's fucking beat. But this is the card, you're not taking me down after all card. I like that. There's strength, spirit, resilience. Your guides are with you, backing you up 100%, 1,000%. You know, this person is a whack job. You need to get away from them. Be vigilant, protect yourself. If you need to get a restraining order, some of you, then do so. Seven of Cups down, the illusion's out. You don't want this anymore. You know exactly what's going on with this toxicity. I feel like you've had it. You've had it. You're at your wit's end. Right? Well, hold on. Did I turn another one? No. King of Coins down. Yeah, they're not going to move. They're not going to budge. They're going to stay stuck. You know? Let them. Let them. If that's what they choose, let them. Because you can't change the world. You can only fill your own cup, right? You can only, that's what we're, you know? Five of Cups down again. Ding, ding, ding. Very sad. I'm sorry. This is very hard. This has to, you know, I feel like there's kids, there's adoptives, you know, some of you adopted kid. I mean, there's all kind. Some of you may be raising other people's kids. I mean, I just feel all kinds of different scenarios here. I'm very sorry that you're going through this, but you know what? Being the hero of your own story and actually finally moving on and doing what you've never done before. And, you know, it's telling you with the star that, you know, and the manifestations, you know, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right, you know, but you got to stick with it. All right, hold on now. We're going to get more. I want to get you an eternal crystal because we were talking about protection, so we'll see what comes out. Spirit, what does Aries need to see? You might want to go down to your nearest metaphysical shop or crystal shop and pick up a piece if you don't already have a piece of this, whichever one falls up. There we go. Citrine, very nice. 13, it's about abundance and creativity, and it's about your solar plexus chakra. Beautiful card. I feel, where's mine? I had mine right here somewhere. Anyway, yeah. And number 13. 13 is the transformative death card. Anywho, don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. Citrine is the crystal of abundance, and abundance comes to you in many ways. It may be a piece of happy news, a new business opportunity, money, or even feeling of fulfillment. It doesn't matter which form of abundance comes in. Try to focus only on the positive things today and feel yourself being re-energized. If you feel like you need more energy, begin to get creative. When you partake in creative activities, you open yourself up to new opportunities, rekindled passion, and greater happiness. To express your creativity, you may like to garden, cook, paint, draw, write, play, or listen to music. What can you make, play, or do that you enjoy? Look especially for activities that get you thinking outside of the box and relax. When you're feeling positive, relaxed, or motivated, your energy levels are higher. This also helps you to attract and manifest more abundance in your life. Make a list of what you would do, like what you would like to achieve, and then visualize yourself achieving it. Citrine is associated with your solar plexus chakra, and it is known as the stone of success, and it can help you to increase your personal wealth and energy. And a little side note that I learned about citrine a long time ago, which I thought was cool, a little lore here. Everybody knows on my channel how I like my lore and my trivia, right? If you hold citrine in your right hand when you're making a business deal and you shake with it, that business deal will totally be like the best business deal ever, or will bring in abundant. It will be like locked in place or something like that. I heard. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. All right. Anywho, moving on. Where's the phone? I'm going to give you a familiar deck. A familiar card. What do we got for Aries? The Otter and Dexterity. All right. Hood your horses. Oop, look, I opened right up to it. Don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. It's a miracle that I've turned up, considering that my kind disappeared from rivers for some time. However, our future is looking brighter as we adapt to changing environmental conditions and use our adept skills in order to survive. Come slide down the rocks with me. It's my favorite pastime, and you should add some play into your busy schedule, as well as fluidity. Like me, I can see that you are nimble when it comes to working with your hands. The skills that you seek will come, but only with practice, practice, and more practice. It is the only way if you wish to improve or maintain your proficiency. You were born with great talent, but instead of just drifting, remember that you need to hone your skills to ensure that they are slick and proficient. I'll grip your hand tightly whenever nerves get the better of you, and the pressure to do well is on. I like it. Go, Aries, go. I like it. I'm getting chills. Where am I here? All right, I'm going to give you a couple messages from my Grandma Josie. Whoa, that came right out. Money. It's all about money. Unfortunately, it is too. But maybe you're coming into some money. See, you might be coming into a new job, a promotion, maybe just an opportunity that brings in some, wealth of some sort. Somebody could be a widow here, male or female. right? Grieving the process, the transformative death card, right? Somebody could be grieving something here. It's sad. And getting rid of it, you have to do it. Anger, yeah. Somebody has anger management issues, this bully. And it's a them problem all day long. All day long. The spell work, the swamp that they've created, the BS, the tower with malady. Somebody needs to rest. Somebody needs to mend. They need to heal. They need to give it a rest and recover, right? Somebody may not be doing well. So make sure that, mental illness, like I was saying earlier, is at its all-time high right now on the planet. And I don't care who you are, everyone has a mental illness of some sort in this day and age at this point in time, right? I do, you do, they do, the person back there watching does. Oh, yeah. Between, you have it all. You have schizophrenias, you have anxieties, you have depression, CPTSDs, PTSDs, whatever. There's all kinds. There's bipolars. These are, and depending on the person, dementias, autisms, we could just keep going and going and going. Everybody. So stay vigilant. Some of you really need to stay vigilant. Some of these people, these psychopaths, are not okay. Show me what I need to say. I'm going to give you a rune and close it out. Man in heather. All right. Yep, there's a man in a field of heather. What I've learned as a traveler is to open every door, to kiss the sun every morning and fall in love with the summers more. I like that. I like that. Keep on keeping on. Be very grateful for the little things right now. You got a lot of good things and new beginnings around you, as difficult as this may be, right? But you can do this. You can do this. You're my fire kickers. We're going to get your vitality back. We're going to get your piss and vinegar back. We're going to get you kicking the fire again. Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right. These are your messages, Aries. Be cool, man. Be kind. Be patient. And please just be a good human. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Tickle that little notification bell so you know when I come out and when I do my readings. That way, if you're at work and the notification comes in and you see, oh, Heidi at Third Eye Awakening is live tonight, I have something to watch when I get home from work. Right? So, yeah, do the things. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.